A very good morning to one and all. The most respected chief guest, Dr. Mahendra Kumar Verma, Director, ICAR, Central Institute of Temperate Horticulture, Jammu and Kashmir, and our Honorable Director of NIFTEM-T, Dr. V. Palanimuthu sir, distinguished guests and speakers for all the technical session, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good morning to all. With immense pleasure, I would like to share that today's national webinar is on Apple processing and value addition, has been organized under the banner of Asadika Amrit Mahotsav, promoting the Atmanirbhar Bharat as a part of PMFME scheme. May I now invite Dr. V.R. Sinija Madam, Professor and Head PMFME Coordinator of NIFTEM-T for the welcome address, please.
Thank you, Arun. Most respected Director of NIFTEM-T, Professor V. Palanimuthu sir, and the Honorable Chief Guest for today's webinar, Dr. Mahendra Kumar Verma, Director, ICAR Central Institute of Temperate Horticulture, Jammu and Kashmir, eminent speakers from various institutes as well as industries and organizations, and dear participants from various parts of the country, and NIFTEM-T family members. A pleasant morning to all. So today the webinar on apple processing, the 31st webinar NIFTEM-T is hosting under the banner of PMFME. And we all aware that PMFME scheme is running successfully for the past 5 years. It started in the year 2020 by Ministry of Food Processing Industries in collaboration with the state as well as union territory governments to upgrade the micro food processing enterprises scattered across our country. And the major aim is to upgrade at least 2 lakh micro food processing enterprises in our country so as to promote our food processing sector. And one important component of this PMFME scheme is the capacity building activities, including various levels of training like master trainers training, district level trainers training, beneficiary training, district resource persons training, and also awareness creation through various types of webinars as well as workshops. And NIFTEM-T is playing a very pivotal role in organizing all these capacity building activities. And this webinar onwards, we are trying to issue the e-certificates for the participants also. So far, we were not issuing certificates for this webinar. From this webinar onwards, e-certificates will be issued to the participants. This is as per the instruction from our ministry. So all the participants are requested to please check the chat box at the end of the webinar. A link will be shared. So you click on that link and answer some simple multiple choice questions in that one. 8 questions will be there. Just click on that answers after listening the webinar. Then e-certificates will be sent to your respective email IDs, which you have been given at the time of registration. So all the participants are requested to make use of this facility from this webinar onwards. So with this, I'll welcome all the participants for this webinar. First of all, I would like to welcome our chief guest, a very special person, Dr. Mahendra Kumar Verma, an eminent horticulturalist and serving as the director of Central Institute of Temperate Horticulture, Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation and being with us today. So on behalf of our director, NIFTEM-T, and all the participants and entire NIFTEM-T family, I extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. Welcome you for this inaugural function. And next, I would like to welcome our Honorable Director, Professor V. Palanimuthu sir, who is always there to support us, motivate us, and guide us for organizing all these programs. So on behalf of the entire participants and the entire NIFTEM-T family, a very warm welcome to you, sir, for this inaugural function. And next, I would like to welcome the eminent speakers who agreed for delivering their insightful lectures today from various institutions, organizations like FSSAI, and also various industries. I'm very much sure that these these talks will be very much beneficial to our participants today. And also, last but not the least, the participants from different parts of the country. More than 3,000 registrations we got for this webinar also. So without you, we cannot arrange such webinars. So thank you so much for your support in organizing these webinars. And on behalf of entire NIFTEM-T family, extend a very warm welcome to all the participants, and also a very warm welcome to my colleagues from NIFTEM-T, and once again welcoming you all for this webinar inaugural session, and hope that this webinar will be useful for all of you who are taking time off from their routine activities and coming here to attend this webinar. Thank you once again and welcome you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to introduce Chief Guest Sir to you all. Sir is currently serving as a Director of ICAR, Central Institute of Temperate Horticulture, Jammu and Kashmir. Dr. Mahendra Kumar Verma, a renowned horticulturist with extensive experience in fruit science, research and development in India and abroad. Sir holds a PhD in horticulture from ICAR, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, New Delhi in 1998, and also completed an MBA degree in Human Resource Management in 2022. He has received ICAR Junior and Senior Research Fellowships. Dr. Verma worked as Agriculture Research Officer, Government of Rajasthan, and Assistant Professor in Rajasthan Agriculture University previously. He has successfully completed 17 externally funded projects funded by NATP, MOA, DST, ICAR, and DBT. Released 31 outstanding varieties in various fruit crops. Sir has published 150 research papers, 9 books, 96 book chapters, 9 technical bulletins, 52 extension folder, and 16 technical popular articles. He also received several awards for his contribution to fruit science. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation and being with us in the program. May I now invite Sir for the inaugural address, please.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, audible.
Yes.
First of all, thank you to your administration, especially Director of NIFTEM and Javur, Professor V. Palanimuthu, that who has given me this opportunity to be the part of this national webinar, which is specifically on the apple processing and the valuation. I also wanted to thank the organizers, including Dr. V.R. Sinija and other faculty members from the NIFTEM, that you come out with a topic which is really very, very important, having a national importance. And really we wanted to focus on the apple and the processing and value addition. So I just wanted to give a brief note on this one, that how this crop is very, very important for our country. And our country is spending a lot of foreign exchange for importing this apple in the fruits also, as well as the valued products or the processed products. So this is the high time that we have to play a very, very important role at all the sectors, either it is the production sector or the processing sector or making some value-added products. As this crop is a very economic important fruit crop, mainly grown in the temperate region, in the Trans-Himalayan region, including from your Ladakh, Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and also some part of the Arunachal Pradesh and the Nagaland. And countries like China and some part of the European Union, United States are the three major global leaders as far as the production is concerned. And India ranks 5th in the production with a global share of around 3% in the year 2023-24. So we have very much concerned that how we can have this crop in the terms of the production and how we can reduce the imports, how we can make available whatever is produced we have from all over the Trans-Himalayan region through processing and the value addition. The area in case of apple, it is very bigger because all these states are the hilly states. So cultivable land is very, very meager. Hardly we have around 0.36 million hectares. So we could able to produce only 2.7 million metric tons of the apple. If you see the world scenario, the world production is around 84.32 million metric tons. Very, very small quantity we could able to manage in the share of this apple. As far as this the imports is concerned, India is importing a lot of apples. Either it is from the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, because there are two different seasons in the southern hemisphere. During we are getting the fruits in the winter season, and from the northern hemisphere we are getting fruits in this year winter season. So during this 23-24, we imported around 399, around 400 millions of USD value apples. And this figure is not static. It is very, very dynamic. It is increasing, increasing, increasing. Why? We know that apple is very, very healthy fruit. And it is a very great saying since long or ancient that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And it is really a fact. Because now we have so many issues with the lifestyle diseases. And for these all kind of the issues, I think the fiber content is one of very healthy nutritional compound which is available in case of apple. So this is providing significant good amount of the fibers with low calorie fruits, and it is generally believed that apple is consumed as a whole except the seed component, because this is nutritionally rich fruit which is having so many components like your vitamins C, minerals including your calcium, phosphorus, potassium, which are very, very important for balancing the pH or the hydraulics of the body, and it is easily digestible. Carbohydrates also available in this one, and many health promoting bioactive phytochemicals such as your polyphenols, triterpenes, polysaccharides, and the organic acids, especially the malic acid. And these all molecules are responsible for exerting antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, and hepatoprotective, anti-carcinogenic effect, and even aid in the prevention of the neurodegenerative diseases. And recently, there are many reports that research have evidences that peel of this apple has the higher concentrations of the phytochemicals like your flavonols, anthocyanins, and dihydro chalcones and the procyanidins if we compare it with the pulp of this apple. So here is the role of all the processors. So the diabetes and also the cardiovascular diseases have evoked the emergence of the concepts such as the nutraceuticals. You will get in the market a lot of nutraceuticals are available, and if you see our recent example in case of your COVID period, so there was a very good recommendation from the doctor side that we can go for the use of the kiwi fruits. What was the kiwi? Just it is the source of vitamin C or and the antioxidant. Likewise, this is one of the very, very important fruit crop, and that is also helpful in case of the cardiovascular diseases, which is generally now the emerging problems because of our now the new lifestyle issues. And in this case, I think we can have the sources which are available from the natural foods in terms of your nutraceuticals, functional fruits, or the low calorific diet, specifically in case of the apple, which again is a low calorific fruit having around 52 calories per 100 gram of the pulp, and the personalized nutrition to manage a healthier lifestyle. And apple in this context is assumed to be the functional food with its immense nutritional potential and nutraceutical properties that can aid in prevention of all these lifestyle diseases. So the fresh consumption of apple lies in the efficient cold storage and the supply chain practices where we have our role. And there are really very, very significant role this sector is going to play, and it is also playing it, and which is assumed to be a primary processing, that is the storage. The appreciable shelf life of the apple lies in proper post-harvest management, which includes the appropriate time of the harvest and the packaging or the pack house operations like your handling procedures, pre-cooling methods, grading, and the waxing, which is generally followed for the storage of the apple. Either it is in case of your cold storage or storage in the controlled atmospheric storage infrastructures. As we know that the shelf life of the fresh apple, when it is stored under the ambient condition or your room temperature, we cannot store not more than the 3 to 4 weeks in the temperate climatic region. Or if you are keeping the tropical regions, hardly it is 10 to 12 days. But it can be stored, the shelf life can be expanded up to the 6 to 8 months under the cold storage with a humidity of around 90 to 95% at a temperature of around 0 to 1 degree Celsius. But at the same time, there is another storage condition, that is the controlled atmospheric storage, where we are controlling oxygen and the carbon dioxide. And in these conditions, we can store the apple up to 10 to 12 months, means completely 1 year. We can store under this one in a very, very intact condition. Whatever we are getting, apples, either from our own cold storages or the storages from the other countries, either it is from your USA, Australia, New Zealand, China, Brazil, Chile, or whatever the countries are there. So they are making it possible that I think these CA storages are one of the very, very important facilities. I think it is playing a very important role. In addition, maintaining good agriculture practices in the phytosanitary operations in the storage will increase the expectancy of the storage. And the effective and the strengthened storage practices for apple will deliver the benefit of year-round availability coupled with the minimal glut loss during the peak harvesting seasons. And generally in our country, most of the produce, whatever we are producing, it is generally we are consuming the fresh forms. So hardly we are going to process, and our any processing units are available. I think there is a need, specifically the apple concentrates, because most of the concentrate, whatever we are getting it, because that is the raw material to make the other valued products, either it is your juice, ready to use material, whatever is there. I think it is one of the important aspect, and it is the need of our, that if we can make some kind of a pilot project for production of apple concentrates, not only it is limited to the apple, but to the other fruit crops also, because this is the sector where this material can be made available as in the form of your ready to use, either it is in juice, RTS, or whatever it means. So it is urged through this your webinar that either we can go to develop a module or the protocol or the methodology through which we can produce the this apple concentrates, or if we already available this protocol, it can be scaled up on the, so that whatever the material is coming, which is suitable for the processing, it can be utilized so that we can reduce the import burdens. There are various value-added products such as the canned apples, dehydrated apple slices, apple pies, apple juice concentrate, ready-to-serve beverages, apple cider, jam, jellies, and the sauces are renowned worldwide for its delicious appeal and the flavor. Recently, the Western countries have seen the emergence of innovative process such as the pickled apple fries, like your potato fries, and we also trying at our own institute. And I will appreciate that if we can make some kind of the MOU with NIFTEM Tanjavur, that we can enter to start up some of the good work by taking account the crops which we are growing in the temperate region, but we don't have the infrastructure for the validation, the processing, so they can be utilized for the processing and other areas through your institute. And other products like the apple butter, flavored apple pies, cold pressed apple juice, and the organic apple juices. Globally, the apple juice concentrate, as I already mentioned, is the leading processing segment, which is contributing around the 60 to 65% and having a market size of around 7.5 billion USD. Huge market. So it is really a high time. Not only the apple, I'm talking about this concentrate, because our country is not focusing on that particular area. If we can focus on that, making the concentrates for the fruit crops, which are good for the health because they have the sustainability. At the same time, the market demand, and market demand is always now driven with the consumers. The apple pomace, which is again a waste product which can be utilized, which is very rich in case of many nutraceutical properties, constitute around 20 to 25%, and that can be utilized for the extraction of high valued compounds such as the pectins, antioxidant phenolics, minerals, ursolic acid. You know, ursolic acid, my scientist, he just make me educated because I was not knowing much. But I'm proud to say that he's also your alumni. He's alumni of your NIFTEM, or he also from, I think, CFTRI Mysore. But he's saying a very good idea about the importance of these all compounds. So I was talking about the ursolic acid is a pentacyclic triterpenoid which has attained interest in the biopharmaceutical industries owing to its anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, and hepatoprotective properties. The market cost for 1 gram ursolic acid stands around 26,000 rupees. 26,000 rupees, and it is a huge. And apple peel generally contains around 30 to 90 mg ursolic acid per 100 gram, which makes it a important extraction source. So again, it is one of the area I think we can make our R&D programs towards the extraction of this ursolic acid. So in this direction also we can collaborate. The high carbohydratic this biomass is used as a substrate for the microbial fermentation of various organic acids, enzymes, single cell proteins, and biopigments, ethanol, and biogas production. Recent trends in the field of animal husbandry has leveraged the potential of utilizing this apple pomace for high quality silage and compost preparations. Another aspect where we can focus is the apple seeds, which constitute around 0.8 to 4% of the fresh fruit, is gaining traction in the functional food processing segment due to the presence of proteins. All the seeds have a lot of proteins. At the same time, in case of the apples, it is also having the proteins around 35 to 50%, fibers 0.95 to 4.32%, and health promoting lipids, vitamins, polyphenols, which are finding application in the development of the functional bakery products. But at the same time, the presence of cyanogenic glucoside in the form of amygdalin and prunicin, which questions the role of edibility. I think many of you have seen there was one of the movie and where Sri Devi was one of the artists. She used seed of apple as a petal consuming agent. So this is what I was telling, that prunicin, glucoside, cyanogenic glucoside, that is one of the center. And here, so in that one, really, it is one of the opportunity that how we can focus or means combine the opportunities and the challenges. What is the challenges we have in our country? What is the opportunity we have in our country? And in the recent time, our government of India is focusing a lot on the temperate horticulture, specifically in the apples. And now the orchards are transforming like we have in the Western countries. And maybe the production is going to be enhanced by two to three times. So in the future, although generally 60 to 70% will be utilized for the fresh consumption, but rest, I think 30% of the 20 to 30% it will be available, which we have to save it to utilize and make it available in the form of valued products and the processed products. So with this one, really, I wanted to thank the organizers that you have given me this opportunity to be the part of today's webinar, which is again very much connected to our institute mandate, because our institute is also working on the temperate horticulture, and apple is one of the important fruit crop from the temperate region. So with this one, really, I wanted to thank Honorable Professor Palani Muthu and his team for giving this opportunity. Thank you, one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind words. Now I would like to introduce our Honorable Director, Dr. V. Palanimuthu, sir, to you all. He specialized in
No,
post-harvest.
not required. Not required. No, only chief guest is introduced.
No, sir. No, sir. We really wanted to hear from our side also. I think that will be much better, sir.
He
Please.
specialized in post-harvest processing and food engineering and holds a PhD degree from IIT Kharagpur. His research area includes the design and development of new agro-processing machinery and post-harvest processing of agro-produce. As the scheme head of ICR AICRP post-harvest engineering technology, he created well-equipped laboratories for food product development, food analysis, dry grain processing, and wet fruit and vegetable, milk, honey processing. He has a patent on a process of manufacture of enriched instant rice. Developed 16 prototypes, machinery, gadgets that are commercialized through NRDC by UAS, and developed 9 value-added product technologies that are recommended for commercialization, and authored 3 books, published 77 full-length research papers in reputed journals, and 19 popular articles, in addition to delivering several talks on different platforms. In recognition of his contribution, he received the ICAR Best Teacher Award for the year 2014 to 15 from UAS Bangalore, and Beard Fellowship Award 2009 by the Beard Research Society, Allahabad, and many more. He served as a member of various high-level committees which include ICAR, DOCR, Institute Research Council, Academic Council, UAS, and many more. May I now invite Dr. V. Palanimuthu sir for presidential address, please.
Thank you for the generous introduction of the president of the function also. I really sincerely thank Dr. Mahendra Kumar Verma ji, because you have agreed with all our webinars. Normally we get about 5,000 to 6,000 registration. Maybe apple is not a big crop for other parts of the country except Trans-Himalayan region, Arunachal Pradesh or Uttarakhand, Kashmir, and few states grow apple. For your information, I'm from Bangalore, US Bangalore, GKVK, and somebody very near to Bangalore, he cultivated apple, and he has got good apple also in near Bangalore. It is a very dry area, and I don't know where the topsy-turvy, everything is changing now. Anything can be cultivated in any place. That's what now the concept is coming up. And I really sincerely thank you, sir, for coming to this webinar, because we always invite the top level people in this country to be the chief guest for our webinars. And all our speakers are all well-reputed people. We don't speak from our institute most of the time. And we get speakers, best of the best people in the country. And thank you very much for all the people. Now, I know Dr. Devna Vaidya, for a long time we were working in the All India Coordinator Research Project on Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology. She was heading from Himachal Pradesh Center, Solan Center. I was from GKVK Bangalore Center. And I came only 1.5 years back from Bangalore to this as a director. I know some of the people are also from CITH, Sri Sharad Kumar or Dr. Shelva Kumar, Dr. Pon Kumar, and Dr. Mohammed Salman Chikun from FSSI, and many more. And I think Arun Ganesh and Murali and Magendra from as far as a marketing specialist, we have now requested from PMFE Madhya Pradesh. Now many, they're all stalwarts in their own right, and I thank PMFE cell, even though I head it, but it is organized by Dr. Sinija and his team. And this is an apt topic, and our chief guest has covered, almost every part, whatever to be told in the whole day, and he has covered in a nutshell in maybe about 20-25 minutes of his inaugural address. Thank you very much, sir. Apple, who will not like Apple, really? Now, only thing is, it's very expensive. And I never bought an apple below 200 rupees a kilogram in our part, either in Bangalore or in Tanjavur. It is always upwards of 200, maybe about 260, 280 is the normal now. I see that we also grow most of the famous apple cultivars here, Macintosh or Red Delicious or Golden Delicious, and all those varieties we also cultivate. We are fortunate in this country. We have all kinds of agroclimatic conditions, temperate to tropical to whatnot. Everything we have, that kind of the natural gift that this country has. And we are importing what our chief guest told. My last figure was 600,000 tons of apple we import, spending precious foreign exchange. And it is possible to grow, and possible, when apple is actually graded. I remember that there was one Dr. Matthew Prasad, when we were research scholars. He came from Jammu and Kashmir, Shahri Kashmir University. He was designing an app for apple, packing apple, that wooden box. It's originally width-wise small and length-wise, it's more. And so that I think 3 apples are kept in width-wise, and then depth is also very high. And he redesigned to be almost like a square one, by which we can save a lot of trees. But I don't think it has come to commercialization. I'm not seeing that such a box slightly lesser. I'd like slightly lesser. I don't know, because maybe because of import expenses. And our apples are really good. We have to promote it. And I'm very happy. We also export about more than 1% or 1.2% of our production. We export. I don't know where we are exporting. Maybe nearby countries, Asian countries or Middle East. We are exporting also. Maybe our season is helping that. And I think we are, one of the apple can be, processed into many products. A lot of things were listed out by our chief guest. Anyway, there are many specialists who will talk on that whole day. And I'm thankful. This webinar also, but when I saw nearly the current registration is 311, which is actually less to our expectation. We normally get about 1,500 people attending our webinars. We conduct once in a month one webinar under PMFE. This is the 31st. And we normally get around 1,200 to 1,500 people attending it. Registration is about 5,000 to 6,000 because of bandwidth problem. Some of them they may watch in YouTube, and all these things we upload in our ministry website, and that they can see later also. All the resources you can see it. And I'm very I appreciate the PMFE team for organizing this webinar. Is very important. Every part of this, any bus stand, any railway station, you go to this country, you will find Himachal Pradesh Apple Growers Association concentrate, that apple juice, that vending machine. And that is there for a long time. Even when I was a kid studying in the school, these machines were installed. And it's very popular. And who doesn't like apple juice? And for your information, I think chief guest also mentioned, we are importing a lot of pectin, which is essential for making jam, jelly and all. This pectin the main factories which produce pectin for this country, in this country, we are importing more than 200 tons of pectin, giving our foreign exchange. And this is quite possible in this country to produce those pectin. And we have some veterinary factories. I think Dr. Devina and all people worked on it. They have made a prototype, a pilot plant also in coordination with CFET Ludhiana, and they made some pilot plant also. There are other works which I may not be knowing all. Even I remember our Dr. Zamir from Sherry Kashmir University developing a grader and put a facility for farmers to use those facility for apple grading and other things. No, those apple which are relegated to lower grade, mainly used for production of value-added products, especially for crushing. And after crushing the pomace, what you get, and nearly I think 20-23%, you get it. And from there you get peptin. There are many nutraceuticals possible, pharmaceutical compounds possible. The seed also, it has many pharmaceutical applications. Though I was told, if you crush it and then with the concentration, it has a cyanide component, so it can kill people also. That means it should be carefully used. And with this, I thank all the resource person for accepting our invitation to be part of this really important webinar. I sincerely thank our director from CITH and Dr. Mahendra Kumar and all other people, and appreciate all the participants who are now registered. I think current number is 315, which is not bad for a webinar, and for a crop which is very limited to only 4-5 states. And I think, sir, we will be competing with you in producing apple in a few years down the line. That is the trend. It is coming up. I think I need 2 people producing near Bangalore, one near Kolar, which I came to know, and one in Chikmalapur. These 2 farmers have already cultivated. The apple trees are not very tall, but it is already with apples. I have seen it myself in the videos which our scientists put from my university earlier. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for inviting me and allowing me to give some thoughts about this topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request the director, sir, to kindly felicitate the chief guest with a memento as a token of gratitude.
Sir, Dr. Mahendra Kumar ji, this is a Tanjavur painting for you. This will be packed and sent to you, sir. This is Lord Krishna. This is a special type of gift, because this you can keep it for a very long time. Even 20 years, nothing will happen to the painting. This is a specialty of Tanjavur painting. Lord Krishna also is different compared to how you depict in North India. Especially from Tanjavur. Thank you very much, sir. It's for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to invite Dr. R. Mahendran, Head Department of Food Process Technology, NIFTEM-T, for a formal vote of thanks.
No, 1 minute. Sir, what you inform that you want to sign an MOU, we are very much also interested, and immediately we will send the formal copy, a draft copy to you, which we sign with many institutes. We have signed with the Indian Institute of Spice Research, IHR, and even recently Junagadh, the groundnut research. That is Indian Institute of Groundnut.
I think it will be very important, because as you are telling around your Bangalore and some of the adjoining areas, apple is going to come up, because I think that apple can be utilized especially for the processing purpose. But as you are telling that the taste of Indian apple are better,
yes,
as compared to the European or the other countries where we are getting. So there are many reasons. I think we will be very happy that we can coordinate and we can pull up our resources through the MOU, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's
Thank you, sir. Respected Chief Guest Dr. Mahendra Kumar Verma sir, Director, ICAR Central Institute of Temperate Horticulture, Jammu and Kashmir. Respected Professor V. Pallimuthu sir, Director NIFTEM-T, and all the guest speakers of technical session 1 on industry perspective on Apple products, and the technical session 2 on food safety, PMFME guidelines, FSSI packaging, and the detailed project report outlooks. All this will be delivered by the experts. And a very good morning to all and all present in the national webinar on Apple processing and value addition. First of all, I would like to thank the chief guest. You briefly introduced the economic importance of the Apple imports as well as its processing and value addition. Apart from that, also you emphasized on the various health benefits of Apple, including phytochemical present in it, flavonoids, antioxidants, and other health benefits associated with the Apple. And also, you have shown interest towards signing MOU with NIFTEM-T, and directors are also intimated that we will be signing soon. And also, we are happy to note that you are also willing to collaborate with us on the various new food product development like Apple fries, which you mentioned, sir. Thank you very much. We are looking forward to have a fruitful collaboration with your institute, with NIFTEM-T, sir. And next, I would like to thank Director NIFTEM-T for providing the presidential address along with the data of details on the processing and value addition aspect of the Apple. And also he intimated for the MOE signing with CITH as well. Thank you so much, sir. Your valuable presence and motivated us for conducting many national webinars on various other fruits and vegetables as well. And also, I would like to thank all the guest speakers on both the technical session 1 and 2. And also, there are a lot of PME units of various states, including Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, and Northeast State, are participated in this national webinar. And also the major PME unit at MOPI, Government of India at New Delhi. I thank all the PMFME units and also our local PME unit at NIFTEM-T for coordinating all the webinar participants as well as with the speakers across the country. Thank you so much for the participants. You are invited to listen to both the technical session 1 and 2 so that you can able to answer the questions at the end of the webinar, so that you will get the e-certificates as well as from today's 31st webinar. Thank you so much. All the previous 30 webinar series are all available in our NIFTEM-T as well as the MOP portal. You can anytime you can able to access, and the detailed project reports also available freely for downloading, including Apple processing and value addition. Thank you so much, one and all present here.
Thank you, sir. We are now proceeding towards our first technical session. Is an industry perspective on Apple products. Dear participants, if you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the chat box. We will bring them up after the end of the session. Now, without further delay, proceed with the first technical session on